You know this can, and you definitely saw this one. For over a century, these two giants have spent billions to win the war in your fridge. And this wasn't just a competition for market share, it was a conflict that shaped modern advertising itself. A 100-year battle of wits, wallets, and legendary marketing that changed what we buy and why. Hi, I'm Mike Inishev, and in this video we are breaking down the most iconic marketing campaigns of Pepsi and Coca-Cola, their biggest wins and of course their biggest failures. Stick around to the end to see who actually came out on top and help my channel metrics look better than new Coke sales. Hit that subscribe button already. Done? Okay, let's get started. It all began in 1996, when pharmacist John Pemberton created a Coca-Cola recipe. Its original formula even contained traces of cocaine that were gradually phased out of by 1929. The brand capitalized on its supposed medicinal properties, making it an energetic tonic that could cure headaches and fatigue. Of course it did. Meanwhile, Pepsi Cola was created 7 years later by pharmacist Caleb Braden. A beverage with a similar but not identical flavor was also initially marketed as a medicinal tonic. Coca-Cola's distinctive script logo and widespread distribution helped establish their dominance early on. Meanwhile, Pepsi struggled to find its market positioning and financial stability. The company even faced bankruptcy twice due to constraints of World War I and 2 changes in ownership. At this stage, there was no rivalry, but Coca-Cola's immediate popularity made the future conflict inevitable. In early 20th century, Coca-Cola was winning everywhere. So how did Pepsi survive? The secret wasn't hiding in a better taste. It was a better price. The masterstroke came during the Great Depression with its famous radio jingle Nickel Nickel.
Pepsi Cola, it's the spot, 12 full ounces, that's a lot.
A solution was simple. Twice the soda for the same nickel price as Coke. For a struggling nation, the choice was economic and Pepsi gained crucial ground, while the jingle became a nationwide hit, revolutionizing radio advertising. So how did Coca-Cola respond? They went all in on patriotism during World War II. The company ensured that US soldiers had access to Coca-Cola wherever they were deployed. This strategic move helped cement long-term consumer loyalty and further globalized its brand presence. But the move from Pepsi to offer their large product at the same price cannot be understated. It's an aggressive move to say the least. The Cola Wars have clearly begun. In the mid-1960s, Pepsi merged with Frito-Lay to create PepsiCo. The brand grew by diversifying its products and the support of an already established company in the market. And today, PepsiCo generates higher revenue than Coca-Cola, thanks to its expansion beyond the beverage and soda sector. But let's not get ahead. For years, the war waged between Pepsi and Coca-Cola was fought through products, distribution and pricing, but never communication. Until the 1970s. Pepsi Generation campaign marked a strategic shift toward targeting younger consumers, positioning themselves as a more modern and useful alternative to Coca-Cola. Meanwhile, Coca-Cola's emotionally charged Hilltop ad reinforced its image as an unifying global brand. The campaign, which debuted in 1971, featured a diverse group of young people standing on a hilltop singing about global unity, with lyrics emphasizing peace and love. The advertisement became one of the most iconic in marketing history and was later featured in the final episode of Mad Men, symbolizing the era's shift in advertising towards emotional and aspirational messaging. Coca-Cola was leading undoubtedly until the mid-70s. But what happened after that? PepsiCo decided to challenge Coca-Cola. Hundreds of blind tastings were filmed with various consumers who had to choose which of the soft drinks flavor they preferred. The Pepsi challenge was repeated for a number of years all over the world, with the result always making Pepsi the winner. This campaign marked the beginning of the advertising rivalry between the two brands. Pepsi cemented its success by signing a young Michael Jackson. These ads became cultural events, framing Pepsi as a dynamic, useful choice of the future. And that's when Coca-Cola made one of the biggest marketing mistakes in history. In 1985, they reformulated its 99-year-old secret recipe, creating new Coke. The public backlash was immediate and ferocious. It wasn't just a failed product. It was perceived as a betrayal of American identity. But why did the company do this? Well, the Pepsi challenge was working and Coke got panicked. However, this misstep set the stage for an unexpected victory. Months after the backlash, the company reintroduced its original formula as Coca-Cola Classic, perfectly fixing their mistake. The company was flooded with grateful letters and media coverage. The event ultimately reignited public passion for the brand, reminding everyone why they loved Coke in the first place. After the new Coke debacle, Coca-Cola still needed to regain its footing. So in 1993, they launched the Always Coca-Cola campaign, which featured the now iconic polar bears. This campaign emphasized happiness, nostalgia, and togetherness. The beloved polar bears helped the company recover from its new Coke disaster, reinforcing Coca-Cola as a brand that stands the test of time. Meanwhile, Pepsi continued its rebellious, youth-oriented charge. From Cindy Crawford to Britney Spears and Madonna, Pepsi owned pop culture. Its Pepsi Generation mantra evolved into a high-energy, celebrity-driven spectacle. Pepsi wasn't just a drink, it was a badge of cool. And their Mafia Girl ad shows that cool pop culture brand image perfectly. Just take a look.
A Pepsi, please.
A Pepsi. Sure thing, Curly. Here you go, Cupcake.
Thank you.
Hey, come here. I want you to listen very carefully to what I'm going to tell you. We both know I ordered a Pepsi-Cola. And now you've insulted me and my entire family by offering me this, whatever it is. For being a civilized person, I'd like to give you a chance to make amends. Capiche?
Yeah. Here you go.
Thank you.
Pepsi always loved mocking Coca-Cola, and here is one of the most famous examples. They made a commercial featuring a young boy buying 2 cans of Coke just to use them as a step to reach a Pepsi vending machine, humorously reinforcing the idea that Pepsi was the superior choice. Coca-Cola, on the other hand, relied on major event sponsorship to maintain its position as a globally dominant brand, securing partnerships with the Olympics, FIFA World Cup, and other major sporting events. And of course, in 1995, Coca-Cola launched the "Holidays Are Coming" Christmas ad, one of the most successful campaigns in marketing history. The advertising war moved into the digital age. But Pepsi continued its focus on celebrity-driven marketing, with campaigns featuring stars such as Beyoncé and Cardi B. This strategy wasn't without its risks, however. Remember Pepsi's infamous Candy Jenner ad? It was bullied almost immediately for missing the mark on social issues. Coca-Cola, meanwhile, launched the Share of Coke campaign, which personalized bottles by replacing the logo with popular names. The idea was very simple. Find a bottle with your name or the name of your friend and share it. This campaign encouraged social sharing and engagement, driving sales and creating a viral sensation across social media. Pepsi responded by continuing its focus on high-profile endorsements and global partnerships, while also experimenting with new product offerings like Pepsi Next, which aimed to cater to health-conscious consumers. Also, Sherry Coke was tough to beat. Pepsi maintained its edge by staying innovative and relevant to younger audiences. Gone are the big TV budgets, the war between Pepsi and Coca-Cola is now fought online with memes and clapbacks. This is, for example, Pepsi's funny Halloween ad from 2013. And here is the genius response of Coca-Cola fans that hilariously changed the joke upside down. That's how a simple tweet from one can spark a viral response from the others, showing the war is now constant, real-time, and fought in the public feed. So, who truly won the cola wars? No one and everyone. Coke wins the heart, Pepsi wins the smile. But the real winner actually is advertising itself. This relentless battle pushed creativity to the edge, invented the superstar endorsement, pioneered comparative advertising, and taught us that product can be more than a product. It can be an identity, a memory, or a declaration of who you are. So, the next time you hear the hiss of a carbonated beverage opening, remember, you are not just hearing a can of soda. You are hearing the latest quiet echo of a war that defined an advertising.